Hi everybody, it's a fragrant jock here with another honest opinion. I've not done one for I think something like 9 days. I'm not doing a lot these days. I'm tending to be very selective in my fragrances because there's just no need to. I used to spend a lot of money on fragrances. I don't think it's necessary. As I say, I'm very selective now in what I buy, and I do sell quite a bit as well, because you get a bit addicted, and I think it just runs away with you, and I don't think there's any need for it. I think you should, in my experience, you should really pick a few or a couple or whatever and use them, because one for each season or whatever, two for each season that you'll really like, and stick to them, in my opinion anyway. I suppose it's a bit of a contradiction with me, but that's the way I think of it. Anyway, today's honest opinion is on one that I'd seen recently. I'd seen the originals reviews. This is an inspired expression of it, and it's Nefarious Nevs. I've seen a few reviews, a couple of them were mixed, but most of them were really good. But this fragrance in itself is really expensive. It's up there with Rosiers. It's about £300 odd. Most of the shinies are quite expensive. Some of them have came down in price now, like Hasifat and things like that, but you'll get it in retail now, but they're quite expensive for what for the amount you're getting. But anyway, Nefs is, as I say, some mixed reviews, but most of the reviews were good. Anyway, I was looking on the site, in Alexandria's site, and I seen that they were doing an inspired expression, and it was called Nefarious. And this is it here. It's in obviously this is a 100 ml bottle. Now this, according to their website, is probably the dearest one, the most expensive fragrance they sell at the moment. It's £110, quite expensive for a clone or inspired expression, but if you consider the original at £300 odd, then it's still a good deal. I didn't buy this right away. It's a lovely bottle, by the way. The presentations came up a couple of notches. I bought the travel spray first, because it was so expensive, and I'd advise most people to do the same. Get the travel spray first. This will set you back £19 plus shipping, but if you put in the discount code Matt1 or Tony1, you'll get 5% I think off it, so it's about £20 for this. It's a nice wee travel atomizer, and you get enough fragrance in it to test it. There's still a wee bit left in this. At first when I tried it, I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't. I thought, it's the dearest one on the site. It's got one review. I think online it got another review with some other guy in the States, and he rated it. He actually rated it. Now I've not tried the original, but he rated it better than the original. For him, the original, the oud in the original was just too skanky. Now there is oud in this, but it's not that skanky oud. It's a bit like oud for greatness, because of the saffron and everything else with the honey and everything that's going on in this. It's a kind of sweet oud. It's a kind of, it really is quite similar in many ways to oud for greatness. And I would say the other one that I get from it is definitely Royal Oud by Creed. I get a bit of that in it as well, but it's not exactly like them. But this is as I say, I tried it the first time and I thought, I'm not overwhelmed with that, and then I left it a couple of days, tried it again, and I thought, that is really nice. It's a really classy, dressed up scent. I mean, you'll get away with it most occasions, but this is a real classy, dressed up scent for special occasions. It really is a nice scent. It's right up there with kind of Rosiers and things like that. It really is a nice scent, but I would advise anybody to buy the atomizer first to test it There is a 30 ml bottle, and I think that retails for something like £44, plus you've got shipping. But remember and use the code. And there's a 50 ml bottle at £62. But I would say definitely try the atomizer first and see how you go on. If, like me, I know it's very subjective fragrance, but if, like me, wear it a couple of days or leave it a couple of days before you wear it. When you get it delivered, leave it a couple of days and then wear it. Let it settle, and see what you think. But this is really a lovely, classy scent. I really do rate it. I wouldn't wear it in heat, but in a cooler night or in a dressed up occasion, this is classy. As I say, it's the dearest one on Alexandria's site. So that's the travel spray. Now this is the bottle I bought. As I say, by the time everything came off it, and then you have to pay for shipping, which I do think the shipping is a wee bit expensive. I think for the price you're paying, I think they should offer free shipping. I definitely do. Most companies do, especially if it's in Britain. But anyway, it's lovely presentation. It's in the bottle. There's the writing in the bottle. As I say, it's 100 mLs. This will set you back, if you take the discount into place and everything, about £105 or something like that. So it isn't cheap, but this will last me ages. I've worn it a couple of times. It's a bit of a peekaboo scent. You put it on, I think you become a bit nose blind. It really is a lovely scent, very, very classy. Cuts through the cold weather, and you do get that oud. But as I say, it's a sweet oud. It's a bit like Oud for Greatness, but not exactly the same. I've had a couple of compliments when I've worn it, and projection wise, it projects quite well. Longevity is quite hard to. I mean, I thought it disappeared, and then like 5 hours later, I could still smell it. So it's really difficult to judge that one, but it is quite a strong scent. I don't think you'll have to go wild on the trigger with this one. I mean, some of the notes in it are honey, saffron, leather, amber, fig, cinnamon, jasmine, nutmeg, oud, cedar, to name a few. As I say, the oud is there, but it's not the skanky oud, because I would just not entertain it. That's why I got the tester first, or the travel spray. But it really is a lovely fragrance. If you like things like Oud for Greatness, if you like things like Royal Oud by Creed, you'll like this. It's it is quite sweet. I would say it's definitely unisex, but I'd say it leans a tiny bit masculine. But it really is a classy scent. I've used a tiny wee bit already, but this will be for really special occasions. And as I say, if you do get it, either one, leave it for a couple of days to settle. But I do really rate it. If you're looking on Alexandria's site, things like Game Time, things like Casanova are really good. They're a bit like every other inspired expression or clone site, and they have got some originals. Cacao Dreams is a lovely scent, but I'd be careful, because some of the fragrances, Executive Order, things like that, I just don't like. But it's a bit like Dua and the rest of them. They've got a hit or a miss, and this for me is definitely a hit. But I would say travel spray first, see what you think. If you're willing to shell out £100 odd, go for it, because it really is a classy scent, and it will please a lot of these people that are kind of fragrance snobs, that are into their ouds and things like that, and fragrances that a lot of the other people just would not touch, that are just too complicated. This is a lovely scent. Say very classy, but as I say, just a quick honest opinion. If you're on the Alexandria site, you've got a bit of money to burn and you're looking for something, this is the one to go for. As I say, go for the travel spray. Put the matte one in, or Tony one, and you'll get a discount. Okay, hope everybody's safe and well. Bye for now.